Good evening, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being up with me. A lot of stuff has been on my mind recently because of our current circumstance of our country, of our world. I think everyone knows that we're going through something that's vastly different than anything that we've ever gone through before. And I wanted to do a general reading for the collective about what really is going on. What does Spirit tell us? What is the earth telling us that's going on with the earth and the population of the earth? Because there are so many different things floating out there that are unprecedented. The main one right now, COVID-19, the coronavirus. People are experiencing a lot of physical symptoms, or thinking they are experiencing a lot of physical symptoms. Many people are genuinely ill and have it. But what it's done is create a panic of complete pandemonium. How much of that is fear-based versus reality, and how does that relate to what our government is projecting? And these are valid questions that I think a lot of people have, no matter what side you fall on. Another thing that's extremely concerning is the 5G technology that's being rolled out, or has been rolled out in certain areas. A lot of questions that I have want to know, does the COVID-19 relate to the 5G? It's something that is showing up for me internally, and I want to ask Spirit for confirmation on that, or to disprove it, What is going on? And then on top of all of that, you've got Q-Anon. You've got the Pizzagate, you've got the pedophile ring, you've got people saying that this is a battle of evil criminals running the world in our government, in our banking, in every sector and industry. And that people are saying that Trump is on a mission to cut through all that and to eliminate the problems of what the quote-unquote deep state are. And what is he really doing right now? There are many things you can look at, black and white, that are going on, that you can't argue with the news media about, that show that there is a radical shift happening to the human race, to this earth. And as the goddess of Gaia, it is my responsibility to talk about these difficult subjects. These are really difficult to talk about. If you're talking about things like a pandemic, a technology related to waves going through people's bodies that are, unprecedented, and then a complete quote-unquote conspiracy theory, and asking for validity in them, that's putting some difficult things out there in the universe. It's difficult to talk about, to even contemplate that there's something sinister going on a deep level here. But where there's dark, there's light, right? That's the first rule of Spirit. It's the first rule of this world. And I strongly believe that if there is something going on that's sinister behind the scenes, behind the veil, and I think you'd be hard-pressed to argue that there isn't, I feel a deep shift of good winning over this evil. And that's what I want to ask Spirit about. I personally experienced symptoms starting, I think it was the first week of January. If not, it was the second week. It was the beginning of January, where I knew in my core something big is about to happen, a shift. Obviously, I knew this ascension process was happening, and a lot of light workers were being activated, and my body was going through a lot of symptoms and all of this stuff that you can or cannot talk about in certain crowds. But that was my truth. But it was so epic that I hadn't really slept for more than 2 hours for months at a time. And I was purging through so much stuff that I was feeling on a cellular level. What is that? What is that about, and what is its purpose, and why are we here going through this right now at this point in the human race? So I have pre-shuffled the cards, and I'm going to pull certain ones for certain topics that I feel called to pull. And we'll just see where Spirit leads us and try to get some answers. May I protect this table, this earth, my body, everyone's bodies, everyone's will, everyone's heart, everyone's mind in the white light of Spirit right now. May Archangel Michael come down as a protector over us all. Mother Gaia, please be with us. Please guide us in the right direction and help us decipher these questions and what is really going on. Amen. All right. So I am actually going to shuffle these again. I did shuffle them, but I'm just going to break them up a little bit. And I think it's important to pull from this deck. I'm strongly tied to angels right now. A lot of guidance from angels, a lot of spirit guides. And this is the angel deck. And they're oracle cards. So I may put the link in the description if anyone's interested in them. Different cards will resonate with different people. All of my cards are very light-filled, very positive, and they've genuinely assisted me in times of need, and this deck has never let me down. So I think I'm called to do a past, present, and future format of these Archangel cards. Let's just see. Oh, Michael's showing up a lot. Okay. We have an upside down 10 of Michael. And this is describing the past. And it's exactly what I said. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Past, talking about the past. Okay. As far as that being an upside down card, I want to look and see if I can get any more perspective on that. This is a very dramatic card, and everything we've been going through is extremely dramatic. You have the angel wings there that I'm sprouting as we speak. And let's see, 10 of Michael upside down. It's finally over. A situation has ended and you're finally free. You probably saw this time coming and have been welcoming it. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. It's possible that you'll have a sense of sadness, but this card more often brings with it a great sense of relief. And if you've been struggling, the worst is now over. Let go of what you've been holding on. Have faith that your angels will walk with you into the beauty of a brand new dawn. And it also says that we've been pushing too hard and putting the past behind us, freeing ourselves of this dependency. And the dependency here is on the government and on our technology and our cell phones and on the media and all of this. So what is happening here is, this is a beautiful card, hopefully you can see it, is there's been a lot of drama and a lot of fiction and a lot of what needs to happen is truth being brought to this situation of our reality. And what do we need to do to do that is we need to detach from the media and detach from technology and our daily routines and our jobs and all of this. And what were we just forced to do with the COVID-19, the subject that I just pulled the card on? We are forced to stay home, look inward, interact with our family. A lot of us are detaching from the news and the mass media. Some of us still haven't, but a lot of us are. But we're questioning the truth of what has really been going on. And I think this card speaks beautifully to that. So I'm just going to leave that right there. And this one in the middle, Queen of Michael. This is related to the present. You know exactly what to do. Past experiences have prepared you perfectly for the situation you find yourself in. Wisdom blended with humor makes the task easy to accomplish. Give others credit for good intentions rather than perfect actions. This is the time in life for advancing your career and getting things done rather than engaging in romantic relationships. That resonates with me on a personal level a little bit. A person who has been both brilliant mind and a great sense of humor. Someone who has varied and broad experience in life. Perceptive, courageous, analytical, cool, calm, and collected. A faithful friend, wise counsel, feng shui. We've got the angel wings again. We've got new life coming in the form of flowers. We've got a queen sitting on the throne. I think we're all called to be more self-reliant right now, which is what this pandemic is doing to us as a collective. And I think if we look inward, which is exactly what we're forced to do right now, what else can we do during this time when the whole world shut down? We can all look in the mirror and look inward. And what resonates with me about this card is if you do that, if we all do that, we know exactly what to do. We know exactly what the truth of the matter is. We just need to detach from what has been, I'm going to use the word control because it's coming to me. What has been controlling us? And what is that? And look what this lands on, 5G. Do you know that 5G radio waves are actually, they resonate with us and make us feel different emotions? Not only do we feel them physically, but they are frequencies that cause panic and fear and disharmony and disease. And that's exactly what this card is talking about too, which is also Michael, is just really detaching from what has been controlling us. This one speaks more to the media, and this one is the present situation with the COVID-19, is that we're detaching and we're looking inward to find our own truth. So far this is beautiful and it's accurate. Okay. And for our future, what could be more appropriate? Change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. And in order to get some more insight, I'm going to look that one up as well, because I want this to be a thorough reading. This is all really important stuff. And of course, I don't see it. Change your life. What kind of card is that? I haven't pulled that card before. Very, very interesting. Ooh, it's got to be in this section. Change your life. It's time to change your life. This card represents a need to leave behind old belief systems, everything we just talked about, and ways of doing things that have become stale and out of date. What else are we doing right now in this whole lockdown? When this card presents itself, the universe is telling you that you can no longer procrastinate on making the changes that you know in your own heart you need to make. Suddenly, everything is crystal clear to you. Change is inevitable. If you're to grow and evolve, embrace this new direction in your life as liberating and exciting. You needn't go through this transformation alone. Archangel Chamuel can help you find the new path and meaning in your life that you long for. This is an awakening, guys. It's an awakening. This whole thing with this COVID-19 is an awakening. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Freedom. What is it freeing us from? It's freeing us from fear-mongering and government control. Do you know that the 5G rollout at certain parts of the world are exactly where the coronavirus originated? In China first? I mean, seriously, in Wuhan. And if that doesn't tell us that these two things are connected, I don't know what does. So follow, one of my favorite things to say is follow the money trail. Well, here, follow the trail of these two things, the 5G and the COVID-19, and make your own opinion up. I don't want to introduce any information here. This is meant to be politically neutral, spiritually neutral, everything neutral. I'm talking about difficult subjects so the collective can make up their own mind in an educated way that's detached from what is telling us what is going on. Do you question your authorities when you watch the news? Do you watch more than one station? Do you read 5 different articles before you determine what the truth is? I mean, I do. I certainly do. In my prior life, was a lawyer, and I have to get to what the truth is. And in order to do that, you need to look at a lot of information. But I would say the collective here, for at least a long period of time, has had information shoved down their throats. And they don't know that that's killing them. It's creating fear and instability and disease, and it's mind control that's killing them. So break free from that. This says a sudden revelation that offers freedom. That resonates so much. Unexpected transformations, life experiences. And then we have a little note here that's different. from a lot of these cards. It says, Archangel Chamuel is said to observe the world from a very high vantage point. This gives him the ability to see opportunities that you may be missing. Call upon this archangel whenever you're searching for something. With his super angelic vision, he can clearly find a path that will lead your life in a new and exciting direction. I don't know what could be more exciting for a card that I'm asking about future. So again, we have the angel wings, and we have somebody looking over a landscape here, and that landscape has a lot of stuff lit up, and he's also lit up. What's lit up here is artificial light, and light being cast out from a central building that looks like a government building. And he's analyzing that with his own light. And it's a battle of what really is the truth here? What's going on? What light am I going to see? So behind that is a new dawn. This is a completely new world that we're coming upon. And I can't think of a more beautiful 3-card pull to answer these questions. I think I'm going to end there. I may do one tomorrow on Q-Anon. I'm not sure how I would phrase it. What are the questions exactly? Comment in below if you would like in the comment section to pose questions to me. And again, the whole point here is to try to get some guidance, some impartial, non-biased, non-fear-based guidance on what is really going on. So along those lines, I'm going to sign out here and just say thank you for welcoming me into your homes. And I'm grateful to be a voice, any voice that you listen to during this difficult time. And I think that these cards are so beautiful and so promising and so accurate. And amen. So signing out, Goddess of Gaia. Ciao.